I feel like a lot of us have the same story in terms of seeing a need and just going forward and making it happen. I had been involved in the Atlanta leather community for many years, but the sort of creation of Kink Down South really came out of the aftermath of the pandemic, which I think for everyone completely changed and gave a rebirth to the community in so many ways. And we had lost our local Eagle Bar. It closed permanently, not just for the pandemic, it was gone completely. And we lost that sense of community. No one was hosting events, either virtually or in person. This was far enough on where things were opening up again. And my good friend Pub Urban and I had gotten together one night and we were bemoaning the fact that we were missing this sort of integral part of ourselves. And we simply decided that we were tired of waiting around for someone else to step up. I'm like, well, we'll step up. We don't know what we're doing, but we'll just host a small one-off like happy hour gear event at just some random bar and see where it goes. We just expected just a few of the people who knew us, our close friends, to show up, but over 100 people showed up for that first event. And we're like, oh no, like this is, obviously something that is needed. And so that then became a monthly event and then grew and expanded into other things, ultimately culminating in our first Kink Down South weekend festival. So things, again, when there is that need and the community responds, you just keep going, not really knowing, having a plan in advance, you just see that need and move forward. During that time, the Eagle had reopened again. They found a new space, new vibe, and they brought back the Atlanta Eagle Bar Contest. And so I thought, hey, with my experience and contributions, I'll run for a title. I felt like that's what you do. You build up your community, you volunteer, you do all these things, then you run for a title. But obviously I am sitting here on this panel without a sash, so y'all can guess how that went. But it really helped me sort of reevaluate my role in the community as a whole, and really emphasize you don't need a title to claim space or to create something lasting. You just have to have that desire and put in the hard work. And having a title, again, as LTJ said, like it gives you that extra microphone, it gives you that platform for more visibility, but you're also limited to 12 months, really. And a lot of people, you're just getting up to speed, you're stretched so thin with so many things you have to do, and it's really difficult to make a lasting impact during your title year. Some title holders do continue work after the title year, but again, there's now another title holder coming behind them and they need support. And so I think you actually have a bit more freedom as a non-title holder because you're not on a deadline.
I just want to say to that, and to go, when you don't have a title, you don't have the feeling of obligation. You don't feel like you have to work with people or maybe you don't need to work with. So just to go with that, there is a lot of freedom to not having a sash. A sash can feel like a chore at times, or preventing you from being your whole self. If you talk to a lot of title holders, especially my friends, ones that we're still working in community, you will constantly hear us every now and then talk about like, we need to be, I'm getting over leathered right now, basically. You know what I'm saying? I need the other parts of Lewis to breathe a little bit. So it can become overwhelming, but when you're a title holder, leather and kink or latex, whatever, that is literally your priority, and you're going to be so focused on that you are going to, I don't want to say lose yourself, but you're not going to prioritize a lot of things that you did when you didn't have a sash.